Right guys, welcome to the Friday Waffle. It's very late. This is probably about the latest Friday Waffle I've actually done on a Friday. I was planning to get it done earlier on, but I decided to make a little retro pie thing for a friend, and I've spent the last 3 hours trying to put it together through different problems. It's a Raspberry Pi 1, which means you can't connect it using Wi-Fi. Just all manner of problems. Then the SD card I was trying to use wasn't formatted to FAT32, so I've spent all night working on it. I've at last cracked it, so I'm currently got the thing running just now, putting some games onto it. So anyway, I hope you've all had an alright week. If I look tired, it's because I'm knackered. This week it's been pretty stressful at work. There's just been a lot of things going on, unexpected things happening, which always makes for a difficult working week. So yeah, I'm glad it's the weekend. Not got very much planned for tomorrow or for Sunday. So this week, what have I been doing with myself? I was at the computer club on Tuesday. That's been it. I've not done a great deal. As you can probably tell, I'm looking a bit fat at the moment because I've not been out running as much. I was out last night, but I gave blood on Tuesday actually, before I went to the computer club. Now they always say when you give blood, you shouldn't exercise for about 2 or 3 days. I foolishly went out a run yesterday and I struggled big time. So I don't know, I'll probably just have to leave it for a couple of days, but I'm just kind of struggling in the running front at the moment, and I do want to get back to it. I mean, I've been running virtually non-stop for about 7 years and I'm not going to suddenly give it up now, not at all. So anyway, what have I got to talk about? I'm going to keep it fairly short for obvious reasons. It's getting late, I don't want to wake up the household, and I'm knackered as well. Yeah, one of the things I've written down here, maybe it's the wrong phrase, I've got down here, have developers forgotten that games should be fun? You know what, I'm going to rephrase that. I think, have gamers forgot that games are meant to be fun? Now the reason I say that is because when I was at the computer club on Tuesday, there was 4 of us, were all playing a game, we're playing a golf game on the Neo Geo, and it was like 2 players, but we kind of had two teams of 2. And you know what, it wasn't the best game in the world, but it absolutely captivated us for about an hour. In fact, we had to switch it off because we ran out of time. But it just goes to show, you know, it proves to me that the fun element of games seems to be lacking. Maybe I'm talking utter bollocks. I mean, I do that all the time. I don't really play modern games as such, but I always think that when you play the old games, you know, multiplayer, you realise then how much more fun games were back then. They were simpler games. You didn't rely on fancy graphics, whatever, to entertain you. It was all about the playability. It was about the competing against each other. That's what made them good fun. So I'm just wondering, you know, has the fun been sucked out of games? I don't know, like I said, I'm probably talking nonsense. I mean, I'm quite sure people that sit and play, you know, they put, 100 hours into Grand Theft Auto 5, they probably get fun out of it. But I just do think that sometimes gaming, we take it too seriously now, because we want real life graphics, we want, you know, photorealistic graphics. We want to run around shooting people, and you know, it's all very serious. And sometimes I think to myself, you know, we should just go, I'm not saying we should go back the way, but I think people that never got to play the old style games, they're missing out on a part of gaming. Gaming back then, it was simple. You know, like I said, it wasn't about the graphics, it was about the playability, it was about, you know, the taking part, as they say, just having fun with your mates playing games. I miss that, I definitely do miss it, and it's only when I go to the computer club and I get the opportunity to play games against my mates and slag them off when they miss a putt, whatever, you know. Yeah, I'm just thinking, we're taking games too seriously now. But you know, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of games that are still good fun. But I think that's why I will always stick to the old games. They'll always be take up the biggest chunk of my time when it comes to playing games. So yeah, computer club, like I say, it's a great time. Always have a really good time at the computer club. It's one of my highlights of the month, getting together with like-minded people. And as I've said before, for these 3 hours that I'm there, I'm able to just switch off. Doesn't matter what I've been doing at work or what I've been doing at home. When I go to the computer club, I'm able to just switch my brain off, and I become 17 years old again, and I just have a laugh, play video games, talk about video games. I can completely geek out big style when I go to the computer club, so it's wonderful, and I think we're really lucky to have it. It's just a shame there's not more of these. I mean, the thing is, you know, if you want to do something like that, why don't you stick an advert in the paper, create a Facebook page? You know, you'll probably find that there's a local community Facebook page for your area. Stick a message in it saying anybody got an interest in old computers. If so, get in contact. Start it up. I mean, my mate George started ours up, I don't know, 7-8 years ago, and it's never grown beyond about 6 people. But we meet up once every month. We've never ever missed a month, and that's because we've got a good group of guys and we enjoy playing games, and I think we all appreciate having each other to go along and just have good fun. So yeah, think about starting your own club, guys. SNES Mini, yep, that comes out, I think that's out, is it the 29th, which would be, I don't know, about a week's time I think it is. Excuse me a wee second. I don't normally drink this stuff, but I'm really super thirsty. Yes, SNES Mini. I'm quite looking forward to getting it. I mean, I've got a SNES with the EverDrive cartridge, so I don't need a SNES Mini. But I've got to say, the games, there's 21 games. They're all talking about this. What do you call it? Is it Skyfox? Not Skyfox. What's it called? Yeah, it's Skyfox. Yeah, Skyfox. The second game was never ever released. Now there's been a kind of finished version on the internet for years and years and years, but apparently Nintendo have said that the one that they're going to be putting on the SNES Mini is a different version. So a lot of people are super excited about getting this game. But I've got to say, the games, there's another 20 games, and I don't think there's one bad game in it. I mean, I think you've got The Secret of Mana, you've got Super Ghouls and Ghosts, you've got Mario Kart. Is Pilot Wings in it? I'm not sure. I don't think Pilot Wings. That would be the creme de la creme for me. There's Super Mario World, Super Metroid. You know, all the top games. I think there's Castlevania. There's what's that running gun game? Doesn't matter. Contra. I think Contra's on there as well. Legend of Zelda, I think that's on there as well. So there's 20 absolutely fantastic games. So I'm looking forward to getting it. Not so I can just play the games because I've already got them. I'm looking forward to seeing how they look in HD. And there's also, Nintendo have also put a feature in there. I don't know whether this was in the NES one, the mini NES, whereby you can rewind the game. You can basically be playing it, then you can rewind it 10 seconds, whatever. So I'm looking forward to seeing just what it looks like. I have been looking out to see if I can get a second one, and it's not to try and sell for a profit. I've got to say that. It was just to see if I could get one, and if I could, it would be to sell to a friend who didn't get one, and I'd just be selling it at, you know, cost price. But you know, the chances of getting another one are virtually nil. I mean, the thing about this SNES Mini, it's not going to decrease in value, because of the stupid limited run that Nintendo put out. It's only going to increase. I mean, the demand far exceeds the supply. So you know, I knew when I ordered it that it was going to be not so much an investment. I was never ever going to lose money on it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it. So I think it's the 29th, which is about a week away, so we'll see what happens. But once it comes out, I will be doing one of my famous main meister looks at. So that is all. Oh, sorry, one last thing. Monetising the channel. Don't worry, I'm not going to do it. The reason I was thinking about it, I've always said I would never monetise it, and more importantly, I would never do the Patreon thing. Now, the reason I was thinking about it was because one of the other guys, Nick Jenkin, I'll put a link to Nick's channel below, he has started monetising his channel now. Nick has got a channel very similar size to me. I think he's maybe got about 100 subscribers less than me, so it's virtually identical. And he mentioned about, he didn't say how much money he was making, but he talked about how he'd monetised it, and unfortunately it wasn't enough to make it a full-time job. So I contacted Nick and I said, look, would you mind telling me roughly what you earn a month? Excuse me, the fact that you've monetised it. And he told me, and it was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. And for that matter, I wouldn't monetise it for that. Don't get me wrong, guys, I think, maybe I'm kind of being a bit contradictory, because I always have said I wouldn't monetise it. But at the end of the day, if there was an advert, it doesn't take a second to click on the wee X. If people were going to stop watching me because there was adverts, then that's up to them, you know what I mean? I'm sure you'll appreciate, when you make a channel, it takes a lot of time and effort to actually put videos together. So if I thought that, I could get money from YouTube for doing this, then I wouldn't do it. But for the sake of what I'm looking at getting, I'll not bother. If it gets to the point I could get £200-300 a month, then I would definitely do it, because that would be silly not to do it. It'd certainly help things. But as things stand at the moment, guys, monetising the channel isn't going to happen unless I become huge, which isn't going to happen either. So anyway, yeah. Right, kicking things off on the question front, Mr. Doug Scullery. What makes you chuckle when you look back at the early days of video gaming? What makes you cringe? For me, I chuckle when I see those early consoles, Atari 2600 and the Intellivision, and see the fake wood effect panels they have, which are obviously supposed to match your mum's wooden telly cabinet or sideboard. Hilarious. As you probably know, Doug, I've been making, I've got a feature where I'm looking at old computer magazines. I mean, I love reading old computer magazines. I've been doing it for years and years and years. I use the iPad to read them, and also read them in the PC. But I think for me, the biggest cringe-worthy part of video games is the adverts. We've all seen them, where the whole family are crowded around this little TV with a video game on the TV, and half the time it almost looks like they're not even looking at the TV. You've got dad, they're always a good looking couple. You've got the dad, the mum, the daughter and the son. It's the perfect family. The only thing missing is the dog or the 0.5 child, because I think the perfect family is like 2.5 children. So yeah, there's a half child that's missing. But yeah, we've all seen them. In fact, I'll stick some of them up there. They're just god awful, trying to somehow think that a computer is going to unite the family, it's going to bring the family together, not realising it had the complete opposite effect. It pushed the kids upstairs to the bedroom and the parents into the living room. But yeah, there's some of the adverts. In fact, I've got a Facebook page called The Worst Video Game Covers Ever. I'll stick a wee link to it down below. That's a Facebook page that I run, and it's basically just exactly what it says in the tin. It's some of the worst games covers I've ever seen. I mean, some of them are awful. The thing is, a lot of the ones that I pick, it's probably unfair actually, the games that came out in the early days when there was no budget for games. Budget was maybe £100. It was one guy doing the graphics, so invariably he probably drew the cover, but some of them are just awful. They're really, they look like they've been flung together very quickly. But take a look at it. So I'll put a link to it down below. But yeah, I think that and this is the cringeworthy perfect American family all huddled around the ColecoVision. Sometimes it doesn't even look like the computer's actually plugged in. But Yeah, that's probably my answer to that one, Doug. So thanks for your question, mate. Next up is down the rabbit hole, Kev. I heard someone from the United States refer to Bloody Zombies, a PlayStation VR game, as being Nintendo hard, as if that's a phrase gamers here in North America understand as being super difficult, like Mega Man or Battletoads. Does the phrase Nintendo hard mean anything in the UK? Never heard it, Kev. Never heard it. If anything, I would say Nintendo easy. Nintendo easy. Yeah, I've never heard that phrase at all, mate. On the subject of hard games, I don't really know the difference between Ghosts and Goblins as opposed to Ghouls and Ghosts. Do you? Well, Ghosts and Goblins was the original game by Capcom, and Ghouls and Ghosts was the sequel. So they're both totally different games. You do play the part of Sir... what's he called again? No, is it Alfred or something he's called? I can't remember what his name is. It's a Sir, begins with an E, I'm sure it is. But yeah, Ghosts and Goblins was the original game by Capcom. Ghouls and Ghosts was the sequel. Both are really difficult. If anything, I would say Ghouls and Ghosts is even harder. But if you've never checked them out, Kev, go and check them out in MAME, or on the SNES. There's a cracking version of Ghouls and Ghosts in the SNES, but go and check it out. And finally, I have a funny story to share. I was in an electronics shop the other day and I asked a staff member if I could take a look at one of these 4K TVs I've been hearing so many people talk about. He then indicated the TV right beside me and said, "You're standing next to one." I was laughing because that means my eyes are officially too old to tell the difference now. Can you see any improvement on a 4K TV compared to a normal high def TV? You know what, Kev? I have never ever seen a 4K TV, so I couldn't honestly tell you, mate. I've possibly seen one without realising it. I mean, I couldn't tell you the last time I was in an electronics shop or a TV shop. I mean, when I was down at, where was I down at? When I was down at like a couple of play events, a couple of these electronic computer game shows, they had games running, and I'm guessing they were possibly in 4K TVs. I couldn't honestly tell the difference. I do know that, I mean, my TVs, I've got a plasma plus 2 LCD TVs. They're all old. I mean, they're all about 10 years old. They're not 4K, and to be honest with you, a good normal HD TV would probably blow my TV out the water. I don't think I've actually got any TVs that do 1080p. I think they're just 1080i. So, you know, any normal non-4K TV would probably look better than my one, but I would probably be the same as you, Kev. I probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference unless you had them side by side. But no. Anyway, yeah, at least you can save money, Kev. You don't have to bother getting yourself a 4K one. Next one, Scott Retrohawk. Thanks, Scott. As discussed in your Facebook page regarding the sale of overpriced RPIs, RetroPies, this seems to be a growing problem. But do you think gamers are now getting exploited across the board? For example, I had a look at an Xbox store and found an edition of NBA 2K18 is £119. For a game that will be outdated in less than a year, it seems a crazy amount of money to pay in a single game. It just seems that the limit is constantly being pushed. You know what, Scott? You're absolutely right. Now, the point Scott was talking about, I mentioned it last week. There are, I get a lot of pop-ups on my Facebook page now, and it's companies, individuals selling RetroPies, Raspberry Pis running RetroPie, and they're selling them for over £100, which really pisses me off, because you can build yourself one for probably about 20 quid, and they're also giving away thousands of ROMs illegally, which they do not own. So these guys are basically stealing, and they're making shitloads of money. I mean, if you look at their Facebook page, you'll see all these people tagging other people saying, "Oh, this is brilliant, this is brilliant." So these guys must be making an absolute stack of money. And that is why I'm currently building a little RetroPie for a friend, just as a wee nice thing. So anyway, to get back to Scott's question, I noticed when I was on the PlayStation store a couple of weeks ago, there was a game, now I can't remember what game it was, it might have been that basketball one you're talking about, and the game, I think it was like a special edition, and it was 80 quid, and I was just thinking, £80. Now, I know you could use the argument, back in 1991, 92, whenever it was, when the SNES was out, people were paying 70 quid for like a copy of Street Fighter 2, you know, and 70 quid back in 1992 is a lot. It's probably, I don't know, £150 of today's money, but I just could not bring myself to pay £100 for a game. I'm sorry, and as Scott says, it's a game that's going to be superseded. I mean, my mate Dave, who does the retro gaming memories, he made a post on Facebook. He had just bought is it FIFA 16 for the PlayStation 4, and he got it for like 3 quid. And that's the thing, if you just wait a year, you'll get it for pennies. If you want to buy the latest edition, you'll pay through the nose for it. But 100 quid, to my mind, is completely over the top. And I totally agree with you, Scott. I think they're just pushing it because people will buy it and they think, well, if we can make the money, we'll just keep pushing it all the more. So anyway, thanks for your question. In fact, there's a part two. I meant to say, Kev, thanks for your question, mate. I didn't thank you. Also, are achievement trophies important to you? Do you feel enhance the game? Nah, I've never been into it at all. I mean, the whole achievements on the Xbox 360, it didn't mean anything to me at all. I mean, I had a few mates who would maximise, they would get 100% in every game. You know, they would get 2,000 points per game, but it's never been something that's interested me. I know a lot of people do like them, but it's not for me, I'm afraid, Scott. Personally, I feel they're really good and add an extra challenge to a game and quite rewarding when unlocked. Absolutely, you know, I'm just a grumpy old sod. I'm old school. I don't really, I personally don't get any, I don't get off when I see achievement unlocked. I'm just like that, whatever. It tells me something. It tells me that I have done something, but it doesn't mean a lot. You know, to me, it doesn't enhance the game. But I know I'm probably the minority when it comes to that. Anyway, thanks for your question, Scott. I always appreciate that, mate. Mr. Bop MC. I've been playing a lot of Manic Miner Jet Set Willy lately, and I've been getting into some of the clones, and I've been enjoying these two. The one that has been taking up a lot of time lately has been what came in the Sparklers budget label called Little Al. Hey! My name's Alan, I get called Al, and I'm not very tall, so yeah. A Manic Miner clone named after myself. My question to you is, what are your favourite Jet Set Willy Manic Miner clones? I've got to say, can I call you Bop? I don't actually know your first name. I've never, well, that's wrong to say I'm not a Jet Set Willy fan. I never played it in the Commodore 64. I've tried it briefly when the Spectrum and got absolutely nowhere. I absolutely love Manic Miner. As far as clones, I can't say I've played any clones like on the Spectrum. The only Manic Miner, well yeah, you could call it a clone, it is a clone, that I've played and enjoyed, and I will put a wee link to it up there. It was a brand new game written for the Nintendo DS, and it was kind of Christmassy Manic Miner. Stuart Campbell, fellow Scot and ex-Amiga Power and general journalist, video game journalist, he was involved, not in the programming side, but I think he designed the levels. But it's excellent. I said I'll put a wee link to it up there just to let you see it. It's completely free, and if you've got, if you've got one of these R4 cards for your DS, which I'm sure you have because everybody's got them, then you can run it on your DS. But it's a fantastic little game. I can't remember what it's called. It's something like Manic Miner Lost Levels or something similar. But that, I've got to say, that's the only Manic Miner clone that I actually do play. But it's really worth checking out. So anyway, thanks Bob for your question, mate. And the last one, guys, is Batman. Of all the videos you make, which particular strand do you enjoy the most? Obviously the waffle is vastly popular, but Arcade Perfect My Arse is a stroke of genius in my view. It's very kind of you to say, but I would disagree with that. I mean, I think I enjoy Arcade Perfect my arse. Now I know there are other people that do. I've got to say, I didn't get my idea from anybody, it was my own idea. But since I've been doing Arcade Perfect my arse, there are people that do something similar. But it's good fun. To answer that, what do I enjoy the most? I enjoy the Friday Waffle. As I've said before, the Friday Waffle, although I've got my regulars who do watch it and ask questions, etc., and join in, it generally gets less views than gaming videos. Now I think the reason for that is probably because somebody who's just flicking through YouTube and comes across me called the Friday Waffle, it tells you nothing. It tells you absolutely nothing. You wouldn't know what this video is about. But if you find a video of me called Arcade Perfect My Arse Outrun, right away you know, oh, this is about Outrun. So you may watch it. The same with a Mean Meister 10-minute mashup. I don't know, Donkey Kong. You know what you're getting. The Friday Waffle, you don't know what it is. It tells you nothing. That's the thing about, I sometimes think to myself, am I doing the right thing? When I'm making my videos, I'm always conscious that I know a lot of you guys now. I don't know you personally, but I've obviously got to know you over the last couple of years of doing this, through the banter and the comments and that kind of stuff. And I always try and call you by your first name. Now I sometimes think to myself, I'm not creating a clique. I wouldn't say a clique. I like to think of it as a little community that's around the channel, but it possibly does isolate newcomers. I am aware of that, but would I change? Probably not, because I enjoy what I'm doing, and I think if you give my channel a chance, you might enjoy it, but I am conscious that because I talk on a personal level to people, that somebody coming along for the first time to watch it, you might think, who's this Mike and Ba and Doug and Ian, who are these guys? I don't know. They might think, oh, we can't get involved in this because it's we're kind of isolating. So I am aware of that, but I don't think I would change it. That's the way I am. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. As far as what feature that I enjoy, I do enjoy the Friday Waffle because it's my chance just to talk about anything. I like Arcade Perfect My Arses are very, very easy to do. They're very simple to do, so they don't take long to do. The ones I do enjoy a lot, although they're thin in the ground, is the Blimey It's Only, where I'm talking to somebody. Now if you don't know, I'm talking to Gary Bracey, ex Big Cheese from Ocean Software. I'm talking to Gary on Monday. I love doing these because I'm getting to talk to sort of heroes of mine. I'm getting to talk to guys. When I was growing up reading Zap 64, I would read articles about Ocean Software, and there's Gary, there's a picture of Gary talking about games. And this was a guy he was like a director for a company that made games that I bought. And here I am 30 years on, I'm going to be talking to him, just me and him. And I think that's quite amazing. It still blows my mind when I think that I'm actually interviewing people who were like, they were kind of celebrities to me back in the day. Same with Dominic Diamond, Gary Liddon, Jim Bagley, all these guys, Kevin Toms, football manager, brilliant guys that I looked up to, and I'm getting to talk to them. So the Blimey It's Only is wonderful. But probably the video that I enjoy making the most is the They Did What, where I look at a software company's back catalogue. It's great fun going through them. Don't get me wrong, occasionally you'll get something like Superior Software and even Cosme, which I did fairly recently, where 99% of their games are absolutely diabolical to the point that I'm getting bored of playing them and it's a chore. So very occasionally you will get a software company where most of the games are absolutely shite, but then on the other side you'll get other companies where all the games are good. So I do enjoy them, but there's loads of them. I vary what I make as much for myself as it is for you guys, because I get bored. When I started up this channel, it was all about just me and Meister 10-minute mashup, playing a game for 10 minutes. And I quickly got bored of that and realised I've got to do other stuff. So, I'm enjoying I love the what the bloody hell is this, where the spreadsheet of hell randomly picks a game. I love the whole randomness of it. I've got no idea what game it's going to pick for me. That's good fun. And I'm also really enjoying the thing where I'm taking a look at a magazine, a PDF magazine, and just I'm basically reading through it. And one of my, I think it's going to be one of my favourite features, which I've only done one of, was the live stream, which I did, was it 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Really, really, really good fun. Now the only thing is it does require me to have peace and quiet, i.e. my wife and daughter have to go out the house to do it. Then my wife's started a new job where she's not working weekends now, so it's going to be more difficult, but if they're ever going out for a couple of hours, I will take advantage of that. So I'm looking forward to doing another live stream. It was great fun. But yeah, I enjoy making most of the videos. There's not many. You do get a very occasional video where it's like, I mean, I've seen me sitting down making a video and I've kind of thought, I can't be bothered with this. But then I think to myself, I've recorded it, so I better finish it. But in the main, I enjoy pretty much everything that I do. And that's not me being arrogant, I'm talking about from a producing it point of view. It's good fun. Because when you're making videos about stuff that you enjoy, then you're going to enjoy it. So yeah. Conversely, which videos do you find a bind to make? Just what I'm saying there. I can't think of any game in particular, but when I start like a blind mate, not a blind mates only, when I start like a They Did What and you realise that most of the game's absolutely shite, then it can become a chore. And some of the what's one of the features I've got? In MAME, I've been going through MAME and playing shoot 'em ups that begin with the letters of the alphabet, and I think, was it R? I can't remember what I was up to. And some of them, the letter I did recently, I can't remember what it was, there was about 30 games, and when you've played one shoot 'em up, you've played them all. I mean, I was just getting fed up. I had these like 3-minute videos of all these games, and I'm looking at the duration of the video, and it's like I've got an hour and a half to play all these games. And don't get me wrong, you get some wonderful shoot 'em ups. I love shoot 'em ups to bits, but a lot of the games are absolutely diabolical. So it depends on the game you're playing. It can sometimes be a chore. But anyway, really good question. But or do you tend to avoid making content you don't particularly enjoy and focus on what you do enjoy? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't ever make a video about something I don't want to talk about, but there are times where I start a video and I realise I'm not enjoying this, but I usually try and finish it. But I'm always conscious that if I'm not enjoying making it, it's going to come across to the viewer that I'm not enjoying it, which is good. And finally, on a different tangent, I say this only because I enjoy them so much, but why do you now time the waffles to around the 45-minute mark? Is that a YouTube thing or a personal choice? It has got nothing to do with it being a YouTube thing or a personal choice. The reason being, is I use my phone to record and I've only got 45 minutes worth of space in it. What I need to do, if I wanted to record a longer video, I would have to stop it, go through, transfer the files off, come back through and continue the waffle. So that's why I've been timing it. In fact, I've not been timing it this time. I think I'm still okay. It's got nothing to do with me not wanting to make a bigger video, but to be honest with you, I think 40 minutes is plenty. I mean, I think that I'll probably find that most people don't watch the full waffle because it's 45 minutes of me talking nonsense. But I think any longer, I used to sometimes think that longer was better. Missus, size is everything. I used to think that, I'll make an hour and a half, but that's just nonsense. People are going to switch off. But conversely, I wouldn't want to make a Friday Waffle 10 minutes long. I know lots of people do make short videos. I don't. Maybe that's a bad thing, I don't know, because then people might get put off. They go to watch a video, they see it's an hour long, and it might stop somebody watching it. I don't know, but no, the 45-minute thing has got nothing to do with that. It's literally how much space I've got left on my phone. Because I've got other stuff in it, obviously. It's only a 32 gig phone, so that is the reason I've got to restrict it to a certain time. So anyway, listen, thank you very much, but thanks to everybody for taking the time again to ask me questions. I always do appreciate it. Apologies about the lateness of this Friday Waffle. I dare say by the time you watch this it's probably Saturday, because by the time this finishes getting uploaded, it's going to be Saturday, because it must be about 12:15 at night actually, hence the reason I look like shit. I'm absolutely knackered. So I'm going to draw this video to a close, guys. Thank you as usual to all the support I get. Thanks to any new subscribers that's joined me, and thanks to the guys that stick with me. I do appreciate it. And finally, guys, thank you very much for watching.